Hello and welcome back to Nearplay's Def Jam Fight for New York. Last week was a bit of a sleeper episode, I feel, because we mostly just grinded through some of the obligatory fights. But now we're in a much better position. I want to go ahead and wrap up the power plant here real quick. We've got Slick Rick with his, looks like, submissions and kickboxing. Shouldn't be too much trouble. You know, even before I knew who Slick Rick was, I always thought he was just really cool in this game. You know, his name's Slick Rick, which is just a really sweet rap name, and he's got that like crazy cool eye patch thing going on. He's just a slick fella. And then of course, once I got into hip hop more and listening to rap, I realized he's probably the most talented person in this game. I don't want to say definitively about anyone that, you know, oh, they're the best rapper in this game, because, you know, that's subjective, and also I'm not positive on that, but I don't know, I can't think of anyone that I would say is like more like skilled, at least in like as like a lyricist. He's just really good. I highly recommend Slick Rick to anyone who likes hip-hop, especially like golden era hip-hop. What the hell is that? Did they just hit me with a shovel? They just worked out some huge thing and hit me with it, but it didn't do a whole lot of damage, so we're okay. But anyway, I always liked his eye patch. It's just this like bling eye patch. It sparkles like our jewelry does. I don't know if you can buy that. That would be something kind of cool if we could get that from what's his name down at the jewelry store. But I don't think it's available, unfortunately. I guess it's worth checking out. I might look at that next time we're down there. Let's see here. I don't think we'll be able to finish him off with our blaze. Like, I was thinking, you know, I might could throw him against the wall once or twice and then hit him with it, but anyway, we'll just spank him here to demean the guy I was just praising as being one of the best rappers in the game. And then, yeah, that got him down to the right area. He's not quite there yet, but if we can hit him a couple times here. Ah, shoot, I was hoping I could knock him to the bed before he fell, and we could have grabbed him against the wall there, but now he's healed up pretty good, so I guess we're going to have to work him back down. It didn't quite work. Oh, he's got his, oh, okay, it's an arm health. That looks like it would be a head submission, but I guess not. Anyway, it'd be nice if we could get him back over towards the wall. That's where I generally feel the most comfortable in any arena, is next to the wall, because you can just throw somebody into it and then grapple them against it and usually do a good amount of damage. Oh, he's got us down in this thing again. Oh, okay, I see how the arm's bent now. Look at my hand. When he's got me in that hold, my hand that isn't held up is like conducting music. It's just flipping around with one finger extended. It's really weird looking. Let's see. I wish I had a weapon. Like, we managed to do a lot of damage really early on because we got that pipe, and it's still there, all bent. But yeah, we really just need to kind of wear him down. You know, like, a lot of the like really big name rappers in this game get solo fights, and there are a few exceptions. Like, I think Slick Rick's a big name, and I know there's at least one or two others that are pretty big names, but are just treated like everybody else and just like thrown into a club. And I guess he's not really treated like everyone else. He's the boss of this club, but all the same, he's not super tough. Like, he's not one of the harder fights or anything. By this point, I think just about anyone who's gotten to this point in the game, if they're spending their development points at all, are going to be able to handle him. But right now, he's mostly just kind of been able to avoid some of our better attacks here. But let's see, if I can go ahead and hit him with... yeah, okay, this will work. So I hit him with a couple of knees to wear him down to the red, and now I'm hitting him with my blaze, which will finish him off. There we go, nice. So that'll do it for Slick Rick. Nothing too bad, but now the energy plant is finally behind us. I feel it's like we've been here for a long time. It's one of the more bleak and depressing and less interesting arenas in the game, so I'm glad to have that behind us now. I got the song Papa Large, pretty nice, and so whatever Slick Rick's blazing move there is the show. Don't know, I don't remember it, but yeah. Back at the crib, we got some voicemail and some email, quite a bit actually.
Hey, good looking last night. D-Mob would be proud, man. Hit me back.
Aw, that's sweet. Let's see, Snowman's got some new clothes.
Yo, Snowman. Yo, man, I just got a new shipment. You gotta come check it out. Peace.
Yeah, and I don't know, I'm getting a little tired of our turtleneck. We might do that at some point.
Hey, this is Rollins. How come you're not down at the gym?
And we just did that pretty recently, so I don't think we need to.
Yo, what you taking so long for, dog? I'm out there whooping Crow ass. Please believe it. You lacking behind. Trust me. You gonna owe me money. That's what's up, man. Peace.
I don't know why Redmond as Doc is just my favorite character in this game. I just love every line he's got. So, let's go ahead and do our Lil Flip fight. We've got this lined up. Kind of a strange one. I don't actually remember this fight very well. You know, I was just talking a little bit ago about how I thought it was kind of strange that Slick Rick didn't get like a higher spot on the card. I guess like he wasn't treated the same way guys like like Ice-T are, you know. But then Lil Flip here gets one of the solo fights, like Ice-T and Fat Joe and OE in them, and I don't know. It's weird because I don't remember ever liking a Lil Flip song. I'm trying to think. Like, I don't think he's a terrible rapper. I don't think he's particularly good, but I'm trying to think if there's any Lil Flip songs that I've enjoyed. I don't know. The main one I can remember right now off the top of my head is just the one he did for Too Fast, Too Furious. Okay, I can't remember what it's called. Something on 20s or something? I don't know. Rolling on 20s, I guess, probably. But anyway, I think that song's pretty obnoxious. But, and actually, I don't think he's even that tough compared to some of the other solo fights. Like, this fight doesn't compare to, like, the fight with Fat Joe is Crack or Ice-T. Mostly because being a speedy, fast guy, putting him in this small, encased arena kind of traps him to where he can still outmaneuver us some, but there's walls everywhere that we can just throw him into pretty easily. Like, we've got the 7th Heaven coming up. When we get to that one, like, there are walls there, but they're a lot more spaced out. Like, he would be a lot more dangerous in that arena. And I would recommend people who like playing the verses on this game to maybe use him in an arena more like that as some of the larger arenas. Anyway, he was able to outlast our Blaze there. I never really got a good chance to grab him. I think he countered my grab a couple times, but that's okay. Here we should be able to build it back up pretty soon, I think. Although he's actually pretty close to getting his, and we were stunned there. Wow. That's okay. He like I said, he's mostly just like a really fast guy that doesn't do a lot of. I don't think he's got very much strength. He might have really high upper strength, but most of his attacks are kicks, which you may have noticed. He's kind of like we are a little bit, except being having all of his strength in his upper isn't really going to help him too much. But Vacuum and Blaze is going to go for it right away. Hopefully we can nail this one, and that'll allow us to finish him off here. I don't want to spend too much time on this fight, because this fight, the reason there's a solo fight here, because it does seem kind of weird. All the other solo fights were kind of built up, especially Ice-T and Fat Joe. But this one is mostly here just to set up for a cutscene that's coming up here, and then there's another fight that we'll have to do, I think. If this is the point where I think it is, there's a fight that I've been looking for, one of the special ones, that I think we'll have to do right after this. But that's all this is. This is just a prelude to that fight. So we just got to get through this pretty quickly here, and then we can do that. But I think we've just about got him. I might be able to grab him and... Oh wait, maybe I don't have to. Well, crap. Alright, I was gonna say I might be able to grab him and nail him a few times with the knees before we hit him with the strong grapple. But actually, since we're right next to the wall, I'll just do this. There we go. Okay, so yeah, that's Lil Flip. Nothing too dangerous. And honestly, I think he unlocks as soon as you finish the tag team tournament. It's kind of a nice cooldown match to go to right after doing that long grinding team tournament that we did a couple weeks ago. They got Game Over, Bust, I don't even know what that song is, and the Gauntlet. I think that's the first and maybe only time we fought at the Gauntlet. But yeah, it's good stuff, I guess.
That's what I'm talking about. Whooped that ass. Yo, what's up? Man, lighten up, man. The plan's working.
Is it? I mean, sure, we're winning some fights, but how do we know we're getting the Crow? So that's your ride, huh? No wonder you wanted this one so bad.
Hey, yo, shut up and listen, man. All right? Crow wants you to stay up out his clubs, B. That's it.
Or what?
Or we gonna give you a dirt nap.
You tell Crow. If he's tired of losing, Maybe he should find himself a real fighter.
Oh, so you's a real fighter, huh? Let's see how well you do fighting on your own.
Alright, so here we go. This is the special fight I was talking about. And like the other special fights, I'm going to try and get the unique finish that you can only get in this type of fight. This is the only, I guess, car fight? I don't know. They have a name for it in the menu if you do this in Versus. But basically, you see we've got our two cars here. And if you can wreck the other guy's car first, and right now Magix is in a pretty good way of wrecking ours. But if you can wreck their car, you can actually defeat them just by destroying their car. I don't know the logic there. I guess my assumption has always just been they see how badly their car is ruined. Oh, I didn't even realize there was a weapon there. I accidentally picked something up and dropped it. I think that was my windshield wiper. Yeah, I think it is. Crap, Magic's getting the better of us here. That's not good. Anyway, I always just assumed as a kid that they just saw how destroyed their car was, and it was like, oh man, I can't keep fighting. Like when my car is this wrecked, I better go like pay off these damages or something. I don't know, like if my car gets any more destroyed, I won't be able to afford to get it repaired. So they just stop and leave. But that's what I'm going to try to do. Though the way things are going, I may not have much choice in the matter. So far, Magic's been able to kind of counter every time I've tried to get him over here. But there we go. Our first crack there. I think we only need to do that like 3 or 4 times. But it can be hard because he's, like you saw right there, really good at countering our grapples. And he's managed to get us pretty far down there, so he might actually total us first. Like right now he's just backing up to our car. Oh crap, I should have blocked that. I don't know why I let him hit me with that. It was so telegraphed. But he's blazing again. Last time we were able to survive it, but here we go. Come on, get off of us. We could get knocked into that crowd back there. Okay, so I think his blaze should be about... Oh crap, you got me. Okay, we were in the red for a second, but I think we're fine now, but that was close. If we'd been just a little bit more hurt, that would have been the end of it. Ow, did he just punch me in the balls? That's so rude. Okay, I don't remember if you have to wreck the side of the vehicle too. I know you can, like you can throw them in there. I think you can even... I don't remember, but I think there was a grapple where you throw them into the vehicle and then like something happens and they crawl out. Although I might be confusing that with something in the WWE games, because they have parking lot brawls with weird comedic events that you can trigger like that. So I could be thinking of a completely different game. I honestly don't remember. We'll try throwing him against the side here. I love that. Okay, that's not one of the areas that can be damaged, so it just treats it like a normal wall there. The tire area. And there's a few parts on the car where it'll just treat it like a normal wall, and it won't damage the car or get you any closer to winning, other than hurting them, I guess. Oh, there we managed to crack that windshield. That's pretty good. Let's try doing more of a straightforward. Yeah, okay, so we just smashed him against it and it dented it up. So I don't know if that helps as far as determining when he gets when his car is too damaged for him to continue. Though it does look like we busted the window out. It's a big old hole there. We're blazing now, and actually he's gotten us down to the point where we're totally red, so that's not good. But here we can wear him down a little bit with our Sean Paul finish here. Let's see. I think we only need to get him against the hood like one more time and we'll have it. So I might try see if I can lure him over here. So I would really like to be able to get all the unique fights like the subway fight and this fight, and there's like 2 others I can think of. I'd like to get them all with their special finishes that only happen in that fight, but I don't know. I don't know if we'll be able to here, because Magic's proving a lot tougher than I remember. Like I remember this fight pretty well, and I remember it being tough, but yeah, he's beaten us around a lot more than I thought he would here. I said Lil Flip would be a good cooldown match after the team tournament. Maybe not though. Although now that you've seen the setup here for this fight, you can see why Lil Flip got unlocked as soon as we completed that tournament. Let's see. Oh, I think, yeah, that's just going to be another normal wall attack. We just need one more throw into the hood, I think. And, oh, crap, we weren't fast enough. He was right there, too. Okay, this time I'll block it, yeah. Alright, that's good. Oh, wait, here we go. This should do it. Yeah, totaled. Okay, so we got it. Nothing special about it, but I just, we get enough knockouts. It's nice to be able to see somebody quit just because their car got beat up. No stats or anything there for that one. Looks like just win the fight. That's all it took. Okay.
Still think we ain't getting the crow?
Well, we got to Magic anyway. Poor guy. I feel really sorry for him in this game. I don't know why. He's just kind of pathetic.
You're gonna pay for wrecking my ride, bitch.
I don't know why. Of all of Crow's crew, he's the one I feel the most sorry for.
Hey, yo, what's up, yo? This is Doc. I saw your fight last night. Good looking out, dog. We keep this up, and Crow gonna be history. Talk to you soon. Peace.
Yeah, doing a good job here. Oh, and Crow.
Magic messed up, but you better heed that advice. Stay out of my clubs before we toe tag your monkey ass.
That's just rude. Okay, Jacob has some new jewelry again, and then Blaze has a message for us.
Yo, hey man, you know what? This thing might work out after all. You and Doc got Crow all messed up. Hit me back.
Alright, so I think we've got time for one more fight here. All that story took up a lot of time there, but we can go to the chop shop, but I really wanted to check out 7th Heaven, so we're gonna do our first of our, looks like 3 fights here with Baby Chris. Contrary to what I sometimes represent, my real name isn't actually Nearphotison, or even Nearphot, but it is Chris. So I always thought Baby Chris was interesting, just because he's like a baby me. I guess he's a cute little guy there. I assume he calls himself that because he's got a baby face, which he kind of does. Though I don't think he ever went by that name publicly. At least I've never heard him called Baby Chris. He was one of the guys I had to look up because he's actually not a rapper, but an executive, which I guess makes sense because he's got that earpiece in there. He's like a hip-hop record label executive who got in this game. I guess I don't know. I don't know how big of a public figure he was, or if it was just because he wanted to be in the game, so he had the sway to get himself in. But whatever the situation was, he ended up in here. Another kind of odd one where he doesn't really fit the typical mold of a lot of the fighters who made it in here. But yeah, I don't know. I always thought he had kind of a neat style though, just because I like his jumpsuit. I don't know. I don't know that much about Baby Chris though, or Chris Lighty, I think his real name is. I don't know. It's been a while since I looked him up. I remember. Because, like I said, there was a time when one of the times when I replayed the game where I went through and just looked up all the real people just because I was curious about them. But here we can go ahead and wear him down a little bit with our finisher here. We can spank the baby, I guess. It's such a demeaning finish to have. It's just so belittling to whoever we're attacking. But there we go. We got him worn down pretty good. And like I said earlier, this is one of the bigger areas, so I'm keeping him pinned here against the walls so we don't have too much traveling to do to get him so we can grapple him. And there we go. Pretty quick and easy. Didn't spend too much time working him down, so that's good. And we got to see 7th Heaven. I know it's not much of a venue. It seems like it would be. The strip club seems like it'd be one of the more interesting locations. If nothing else, than just because it'd be really sleazy, but it's just a kind of a club with some girls dancing in the background, and that's all there is to it. Alright, so that should just about do it. Real quick, I think I'm going to go ahead and stop by just to pump up our stats a little bit.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, it shouldn't have too much to spend here, but I think we need to buff up our upper strength. I've noticed I've been using a lot more punches lately than I used to. So yeah, now that's actually like tied with speed as our top stat looks like. So that's good. That should allow us to do a lot more damage in our fights, and I think that'll be it. So I hope you guys had fun. Come back next week. We'll do a little bit more at the 7th Heaven. Hop on over to the Chop Shop, maybe do some fights there, some non-team fights, and yeah, should be a good time. So I hope to catch you guys then. Until next time, bye.